The 1960s are known for many things, including the psychedelic movement. This had a profound effect on rock and roll, as the latter half of the decade saw bands from the uber-famous to the totally obscure experimenting with drugs and trying to convey these experiences through music. This resulted in some of the most memorable music of the time, including many classic songs that people still enjoy to this day. It coincided perfectly with the transition toward more electric-heavy rock, though acoustic guitar still proved useful for the spacier, more atmospheric aesthetic of psychedelic rock. This list will only include 2 songs at most per band, as groups like The Doors or The Beatles could easily fill most of the top 10 by themselves. 10. Magic Carpet Ride, Steppenwolf. The introduction to Magic Carpet Ride feels like you're entering a long trip of overdriven guitars and no percussion. About 30 seconds in, it takes one of the biggest left turns in psychedelic rock history. An actual song begins, and it's very catchy. It's no wonder that this is still something that people listen to nowadays, as it's easy to dance along to. About halfway through the song, a trippy jam begins. 9. Time of the Season. The Zombies. The Zombies' Time of the Season very much sounds like it was made in the late 60s. The rhythm, the person sighing, the lyrics, including "It's the time for the season for loving," the crunchy guitar, the organ, and even the way the voices harmonize in the chorus. One of the ultimate mood setters, this is definitely something that will bring some nostalgia to the older generation. Despite the fact that it's clearly a part of its time, that's also part of the song's charm. 8. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, The Beatles. The iconic organ is unmistakable. Once you hear it, you know it's none other than Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. It crawls along slowly as John Lennon tells you to picture a very long series of very strange things. Terrific descriptions include marmalade skies, a girl with kaleidoscope eyes, and cellophane flowers of yellow and green towering over your head. It's hard to find a song that more skillfully immerses you in a setting. Most fans agree that this track is about LSD, though the band has always rejected that connection to the song's title. 7. Dazed and Confused, Led Zeppelin. The opening bass in Led Zeppelin's version of Dazed and Confused already makes you feel like the title. The steady thump drives the song forward, and the guitar follows along in a way that makes it feel like Jimmy Page's notes are flying. If the song just did that bass line for its entire 6.5 minutes, then listeners would probably be lulled into a deep slumber. Instead, Robert Plant's screams and the band's explosiveness during the chorus ensure that we are wide awake. 6. All Along the Watchtower, The Jimi Hendrix Experience. The opening chords to Jimi Hendrix's rendition of All Along the Watchtower are unforgettably powerful. This song is driven by an acoustic sound that reverberates nicely in the background, but it's probably best known for Hendrix's solos throughout the song. They're all great, and they get better as the song progresses. The main one, which starts about halfway through the song's 4 minutes, has some compellingly psychedelic tones that demonstrate beautifully how changing the tone of a guitar during a solo can feel smooth as glass.
There must be some kind of way out of here.
5. When the Music's Over. The Doors. Songs like When the Music's Over can be written about until the end of time. Ray Manzarek's keyboard rules the very beginning, creating a lively atmosphere that feels like it's going to be a good time. Most tracks tend to save singing the words in the title for the chorus, but Jim Morrison uses them as the first line of this epic. His lyrics here are just as exciting and open to interpretation as ever, and of course he gives himself plenty of time to riff. 4. Dark Star, The Grateful Dead, It starts off almost as if they're just practicing. Barely any percussion, a few notes here and there. Then, after a minute or so passes, the theme of the song is played, and the proper song, kind of, begins. The vibe is still very chill, but there's some structure here now. The band starts playing louder and a bit faster. The verse hasn't started yet, though. Guitarist Jerry Garcia plays a solo instead, and it's very effective at spacing out the audience in the best way. It takes about 6 minutes for Garcia to actually start singing. 3. White Rabbit, Jefferson Airplane. Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit is amazingly concise. The bass line and drum rolls create high levels of tension from the moment the song begins. The guitar adds more depth to this dark and trippy atmosphere. Grace Slick's lyrics bring everything together perfectly. One pill makes you larger slash, and one pill makes you small slash. And the ones that mother gives you slash don't do anything at all. Clearly, this song is about hallucinogenics. 2. A Day in the Life, The Beatles. One of the most moving examples of psychedelic rock with a sad tone, The Beatles' A Day in the Life starts off with the leftovers from Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Reprise, and transitions into its own thing. The acoustic guitar and piano are quite suspenseful, and the song that unfolds exceeds our expectations. The shaker is a great choice for the first verse's percussion, easing us into the song and allowing for those great drum fills. 1. The End, The Doors. The first notes of The End started before we've even started listening, and the introduction lingers in a way that makes us feel like we're meandering through the liminal space between life and death. The Doors is well known for their psychedelic songs, and the final song of their triumphant first record represents the pinnacle of that aesthetic. Like most of the other songs here, it's not for everybody.
So